So, Mitch, traditionally you guys have found a way to get by without Austin in the past. What do you see as the key to doing it again here tonight?
Just like we've spoken before, just everyone needs to step up, take another step up, bring more intensity. Obviously, it's a big missing piece to our team, but we've done a good job with guys stepping up and playing in bigger roles. So, got to do that challenge again tonight.
What do you notice about Domi when he's moved up the lineup in a situation like this?
Well, I think he can play all through the lineup. That's the great thing about Domi. He can play on the wing, he can play through the center. So, obviously, very elusive, very fast, very smart thinker out there. So, makes a lot of great plays. Very, very responsible as well with the puck. So, we've had good chemistry together, and hopefully we can keep it going.
What do you see from the Bruins so far this year, Mitch? They usually get off to really, really fast starts. Maybe not as fast a start this year, but they got 2 shutouts in a row.
I think I've told you guys I don't really try not to focus on too much stuff outside. So I'm not really sure what their record is or what they've been doing, but obviously they always bring their best against us, especially in Toronto or in Boston. So you expect a high-level game out of them all the time, and it's going to be no different tonight.
What's the key for the power play to keep going? Obviously, you had a different look in the last game. You have to change it with Austin out, but how do you build on what you did the other night?
Just keep puck moving quickly. I think we did a really good job of kind of spreading out that diamond last game. Trying to do the same tonight. Try to open up plays. If there's no plays we make, try to move it around quickly. Try to find one and try to deliver pucks around that net to get second opportunities.
The chemistry you've built with Matthew Knies, how is that different with Austin out of the lineup for that line?
I don't think it is. I think it's still the same. Dome still brings a lot of great aspects to our line. So for Knies, I think he's done a great job with just being down low with the puck, controlling it, finding ways out of kind of pressure situations in the O zone. And D zone wise, he's been great. He's been very reliable, very good with his stick, with his puck play. So I don't think anything's going to change with us too in that regard.
He's been kind of wanting to get back into the penalty kill rotation. What do you recall about what he was able to do last year and how he could maybe help you in that role again this year?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously he was a real good dual threat out there. Very good with his stick, very good with his play, and it was very good to read the plays and make a lot of teams pay for it. So he's very smart out there. He knows what he's doing. He knows what teams like to do, I think, on the power play as well. So he definitely could help.
Key to powering through without a pretty darn good player in your lineup here tonight.
Yeah, no different than any other game. Obviously, we got guys that are going to have to step up, and Austin's such a big part of our team, but that's how it goes. It's 82 games, and you're not going to have your full lineup for all 82 of those, so got to get used to that.
What do you like about what you've done when you've been bumped up into that role in the past?
Doesn't matter. It's in the past. We always talk about that. I know you hate me for saying it, but no, it doesn't matter. I just got to go for a big test tonight against a good team in Boston. We owe them, so looking forward to it.
How significant is this game? They have had your number here in the last little bit.
Yeah, they're a good team. You got to tip your cap. They play hard as a team, and they're always ready to go when they play against us. So got to match their intensity and up it, and looking forward to that.
How much has the intensity from the playoffs last year spilled over? How much do you feel that when you're against these guys?
I think the last 100 years have spilled over, so it doesn't matter. From game to game, from season to season, it's all kind of the same thing. But big rivals of us, and we're looking forward to it.
Getting a chance to play with Knies here tonight. What do you like about what he's done early in this year?
Yeah, he's filling that role real well. Obviously, it's a role that is, it seems a lot easier than people realize. You got to go to the dirty areas. You got to be good on the forecheck. Just go stand in front of the net, and such a big, strong guy that he can do it pretty seamlessly. So he looks great, and he's got to keep it up.
How surprising at all is it for you the way Anthony's played so far this season?
Not surprising at all. I played with him in junior. He's had a great career, Stanley Cup winner. So he's going to get better day by day, and he's looking great right now.
Are you impressed with Matthew Knies' hockey IQ with him still being so young in his career?
Yeah, there's certainly an aspect of IQ, and when you have to play with two of the best players in the world, and like I said, it's not easy, even though the job itself is pretty basic in terms of going to the net and getting the forecheck and getting pucks back and stuff. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So he's finding a way to be really good at it, and he's like I said earlier, he's getting better every single day, and he's owning that role.
How are you feeling about your game? It's been a few games without a point. Are you feeling snake bit? How are you feeling?
No, obviously every game you're not going to be able to score and get the score sheet, but you just got to keep playing good D, and something I'm trying to work on. And obviously, coaching staff and I have talked about, and you want to be able to go out in any situation and carry that responsibility. So play against anyone out there, and that's kind of what I'm focused on. The other stuff will fall into place.
Big
particularly on the defensive side? Where do you feel like you can improve?
You kind of everywhere, right? Like that's just like offensively, same sort of thing. You want to work on every aspect of your game, but yeah, it's come a long way for sure. So something I've been working on.
So what's the key to getting through here tonight without Austin in the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had a few games over the years without Austin, and yeah, just battle. And I think, I mean, everybody just raises their compete a little bit and try to do our best.
What have you noticed about Domi when he's been boosted up in the lineup and how he's responded?
Yeah, he's been a lead up there when he's been playing with those guys and making great plays. So I'm excited for him tonight.
How would you describe the level of intensity, emotion when you face this team?
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't really think too much about it, to be honest.
There's nothing extra?
I mean, played so much over the years, so to me, it's just another game against Boston.
What sort of response are you expecting from Pasternak? Gets benched for the whole third period the other night. You know him pretty well. What sort of Pasternak are you expecting tonight?
I don't know. Fired up pasta. We'll see.
Do you have a comment when you high-sticked him last game? Did you guys talk about that at all?
Yeah, we texted a little bit, but it's all good.
What's the next step for the power play? Obviously, it'll be a different unit tonight because Austin's out, but like it felt like you got something going there. Like, what's the next step for you guys tonight?
Yeah, just moving in the right direction. I think just moving the puck around. I mean, getting the puck to the net, I think, is important, but you know, just sticking with it, and I mean, generate. I mean, first of all, momentum I think is most important, and then if goals come, we'll be happy with that.
What was the biggest difference playing on a 5-forward power play?
I don't know. I mean, we played with Mitch back there before a couple of times, so it's been wasn't nothing too crazy because we've done it before. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe gives it a little bit more of an offensive thought behind it.
What stands out to you about Lane's penalty kill system?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's a little similar to what we did last year a little bit, but just minor tweaks and changes. But I think it's great and it's very detailed.
If you get that chance again, like what do you remember about the time you had on it last year that can help you kind of jump it back in?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you get back out to the PK, it takes a little bit of a couple reps to get going and feeling, comfortable with everything. But thanks that I had that time last year PKing, will make that easier for sure.
How's Austin? What can you tell us about him?
Well, it's day-to-day upper body right now. He's been fighting through it a little bit, but so obviously he's out tonight.
Something that's been lingering for a few
Little
days.
bit.
What's the key for the group, the psyche, to kind of get through without him in the lineup tonight?
I mean, everybody just needs to, just do their job out there. I don't think you focus on, well, Austin's not playing, so what are we going to do? I mean, we got a good team. We got good players, and people are going to get a little different look tonight in situations, lines, things like that. So they're capable guys. They're good players, and you just got to go play it. We understand who we're playing here tonight with Boston and how we got to play the game, and it's going to be a hard game. We know that Boston's won a couple in a row now, so they're feeling good about themselves and they're playing better.
There's a lot of examples over the course of the game where a team misses a great player like Austin in the short term, actually gives them a boost. Why do you think that might be the case?
I think everybody just digs in more, and like I said, different players get a little different opportunity, in a situation like this, and whether it's more minutes, it's a different, maybe they're on the power play, they're here, they're there, and they elevate their game. And everybody needs to elevate their game tonight, not just because Austin's out of lineup, because we're playing the Bruins. It's going to be a good game and a hard game, and we need everybody on board tonight.
Does Austin's injury have anything to do with the wrist stuff he's dealt with
No,
in the past?
nothing to do with that.
Just even from the Bruins, just top to bottom, Craig. I mean, they're off to maybe a slower start than they're used to. Just coming to a new conference yourself, what do you see from them, just top to bottom, and how they go about their business?
It hasn't really changed. I mean, the personnel has changed with their team, but their culture and how they play the game and what they value in the game hasn't changed. And they got solid goaltending. Obviously they got a big D core that defends well, and their forwards are responsible defensively. They don't give you much, so you got to earn what you get against them, and at the same time, you got to make sure that we're not cheating and forcing too much and things like that. You got to play patient too against them. That's going to be a key point tonight.
We're talking about elevating your game or different roles. Max is one of those guys that seems to go up and down the lineup and sort of presumably do what you want. What do you expect out of him tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think, Max has been in this situation before here. I wasn't here, but I watched it, and Max has been around a long time. He's a good player, and he's the type of player that relishes that type of thing. He understands what's, his job is tonight and what he needs to do, and he just goes out and executes.
We're only a month into the season, but the whole division seems to have been up and down.
Yeah.
Can you read anything into the whole?
I think it's, I think it's just tight. I mean, there's, you don't get any, you don't get any teams that, really are easy outs or easy wins. It's hard. It's a battle every night for everybody. We got to take that same approach, and I don't think there's too much to read into. It's early in the season yet, and it's all bottled up pretty tight.
What do you think of man's game right now, Greg?
Well, I mean, I think he's he got a couple goals, and he was going good, and it kind of dipped a bit. He needs to find it again. I think sometimes players overthink things and try to do more than they need to do. Like, his game needs to be a simple up and down game, and bang bodies, big body, and go to the net hard, and things like that. So he can be better for sure.
With Austin out of the lineup, do you look to someone like Willie to maybe take up some of the penalty kill minutes in that regard?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Willie hasn't killed this year, but if needed, he knows what he's doing, and he's capable of doing it. So that's a in-game thing.
How easy was it to decide to go back to Anthony?
Well, I mean, it's always discussions with the goalies and where we're at in the schedule and things like that. So we got a back-to-back coming up after tonight. I like Stoley's game last game, so I chose to go with him tonight.